So, welcome to the Montana Meta PreTactical, where me and Braydon, who lives in my basement, what? You do? Yeah, he lives in my basement. Essentially, get on a call or meet in person to discuss the Montana Meta, before and after Tactical. So, I know you haven't been here this year, so what do you remember from last year?
Shields, small kids.
Well, I mean, what's new? He brings up a good point. We're seeing a serious rise in night usage. Similar to last year, but on the rise. We're also seeing Vanguards make a return.
You're welcome.
What?
You're welcome.
You know, it's half my fault too, right?
Yeah, but I played one, so it's all my fault.
True. Well, so I know you completely pioneered the Scout meta by telling everybody armor was useless a couple of years back.
No proof.
But no proof. I have proof. I don't have proof. Yeah. We're definitely seeing a decline in Scout.
Which I think is fine. I think
the Scout served its purpose.
I think because I got it. I don't remember who I really got it from, but from my understanding, it was mainly originally adopted to counter Vanguards.
To my knowledge, or actually probably to more mimic Eric, who was heavily he was sword axe at the moment. So yeah, and then it countered Vanguards, which we saw a lot of Vanguards at the time. And the thought was, the longer the weapon, the more easy it is to kill someone.
Yeah.
Which not great.
Wrong.
Yeah, but also not great. Luckily, we've seen a more diverse meta now. Because the Scout still exists. It's just a lot of armor.
Yeah.
And if there's a Scout, they're probably wearing armor.
Yeah, I think Scouts are more attractive to older players.
Really?
I think so.
I mean, it has been a while since I've...
Alec,
yeah, Alex the famous one.
yeah, me and Alec, but I've moved off of it to Vanguard.
Yeah, true. And then there's like Max and Timothy, who both play Knight and are the pinnacle of Knight class at the moment, other than me.
Yeah, Knight class, I think Knight class is a direct response
To Scout.
Because it's pretty hard to defeat a Knight Scout.
What?
It's pretty hard to defeat a Knight Scout.
Like, what's funny is, like in the normal trifecta, Knight beats Vanguard, Vanguard beats Scout, and Scout beats Knight. But like, we're seeing the opposite. Vanguards are beating Knights, Knights are beating Scouts, and Scouts are beating Vanguards.
Yeah.
You saw nothing. Yeah, yeah. It's like, it's completely reversed.
I think one thing that can be difficult is that people will sometimes play around relics. So sometimes it's hard to see how stuff's gonna pan out because, I don't know, like if somebody has Moonshroud, I feel like Knights are more common to surround them.
True.
To protect them.
Yeah, protect the Moonshroud. Also, if you get AoE'd by a relic, Douse. I know we used that in the Knot last year. The Knot was insane.
Yeah, it's some more tactical stuff that we won't get into, but...
Yeah, the Knot's never going to work again, ever.
Yeah.
That was a 1 in a billion. And barely won. Probably make a different video on the Knot. That thing was insane.
Yeah.
Maybe show
we need
something.
a diagram for it. That's what we need.
Yeah. I mean, we're also playing a map neither of us had played on before.
Yeah.
Only a handful of people on played it. Last year they did it for like a 3-day mini-tac. Oh, we're also playing True Dominion, I believe.
Dominion?
True Dominion. Like, you weren't there for the game day we played Dominion. So like, there's Light Dominion with like the territory flags, capture them and get a couple extra points.
Mm-hmm.
You can now, in True Dominion, you can like capture a territory flag. You can capture an entire territory. If you have 2 flags at the end...
You have to hold it, right?
What?
You have to hold it.
You don't need to. You have to hold it for the entire game. Then afterwards, if you have 2 flags, then I can't remember what it is, but you like fully capture the territory. Like, And then every single day it gives you points. It's an auto point farm, as long as you have 2 or more flags.
That's cool.
It's really interesting, yeah. Personally, I can't wait. It's like in Minnesota, we played Soft Dominion, where you can't capture the territories for an entire week. Like, honestly, like that's completely going to upset my game theory when it comes to how to play out the weeks. So, like Monday, always relics. But now that I'm thinking about it, territories might be really important Monday.
Yeah, what if we go
Like
25, 25, 50?
25, 25, 50?
Yeah, 25 on defense, 25 on relic, 50 on
territory. Yeah, it's like, honestly, then we don't even need to capture a flag. Maintain 3 flags to the end of the week. I hope none of our opponents are watching this. And then have half our team capture territory flags and 1/4 of our team going for relics. Or, actually, let's have 1/4 of our team on defense and split the remainder equally above between the.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
Relics are always... I don't like relics.
that is a hot take.
I don't like them. I like the idea of them, but
Jesus, don't get burned with that hot take. Wow.
I don't like them.
Dang.
Because I don't like that my team is devoted to them. And I'm like, they're helpful, I guess. I'm not going to use them.
Well, I mean, they win you the week.
Unless it's Horn of Plenty and you know that, then I don't care.
Horn of Plenty's still broken.
Yeah.
So it definitely needs a nerf, especially like 1/4 time knocked off. That's my proposal for how to nerf Horn of Plenty. So in a 60-second day, it only knocks off 50 seconds. In a standard 2 minutes, it knocks off 30 seconds. And for the sake and simplicity, on a minute 30 day, it knocks off 30.
Yeah, it's
That way you don't have. That way you never have 30-second respawns. Like 30-second respawns suck for everyone involved.
Yeah, 30-second respawns are pretty lame.
Yeah, no.
But attacking them are just impossible.
Yeah, no, it's way too difficult. Anyway, you want to get to the tier list?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pull up the tier list. Tier list.
Right.
So S tier at the moment we have Shield Dagger. Yeah,
Self-explanatory.
yeah, it's a knight-based meta, a lot of armor. So I have a knight that can pierce armor. Boom.
We think there's about 15% of players are playing armor, which is a fair amount.
Yeah, it's a fair amount. I'm going to pause this. So, yeah. Where were we? Yeah. Shield Dagger, self-explanatory. It's good to have a knight that counters knight. My guess is we're going to either see a hard decline in it, or it's going to remain on top.
I hope for a hard decline.
What?
I guiltily hope for a hard decline.
Of Shield Dagger?
Yeah.
So would you rather knights be unkillable?
I'd rather knights just don't exist.
Well, that's valid. That's valid. I like the knight meta.
I'm okay with knights existing in idea, but tower shields really...
Well, tower shields just suck.
my nerves, dude.
Yeah, like that's one of the big arguments for like Minnesota rules. Like tower shields suck, which is valid. But I also like how shields are proportional to the body rather than one.
Yeah, I think it's right. It's knee to...
It's knee to collarbone, shoulder to shoulder.
which is rough.
Yeah.
At best.
Yeah, like my vote is change it to waist to collarbone, shoulder to shoulder. Like that's what my shield is.
My shield was built when I was 5'6", and it was a tower shield.
I know this. I know. Oh, it's on the tier list right now, but I am giving Braydon the biggest look of judgment.
Well, I've grown 2 inches, so it's not a tower shield. It's a tower shield for somebody 2 inches shorter.
Anyway, shield sword. It's knights. It's the default knight.
It's not everybody's playing armor, so it's still...
It's knight. Sword dagger. It's an anti-knight. Honestly, a lot of this tier list is defined by how many knights there are. It's actually funny.
Yeah, I would say about most of it is.
Like, The reason a shield axe is in low B is because it's useless against knights. That and it's 2 defensive weapons, and you're always going to want to have at least 1 offensive weapon. Anyway, Vanguard. Like I mentioned, we're seeing a rise in Vanguards.
Yeah.
We'll get to the predictions later, but I do predict that'll rise. Axe, sword.
Second best of scout weapons.
Yeah, behind sword, dagger. Yeah, you can thank Eric for that one, and you.
I didn't do anything.
You're the only reason. You spread it. You spread it.
Armor's terrible though.
Yeah. As someone with gapless armor, I agree. No, I completely blame myself for the armor meta. At least people are putting effort into their stuff. Like, it takes effort to build a suit of armor. A half-decent suit of armor.
Yeah.
Like, bracers are obviously fine. Like, you're going to get nicked there all the time, but, like, to build, like, a full chest plate and stuff, like a full armor, that takes effort. So
Yeah.
I would rather have armor than poop sticks.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Like, I do prefer the Montana meta at the
Sadly, we
moment.
have both.
Well, we don't have true poop sticks. We've had 2 poop sticks total. Apparently there was one the week I wasn't working. I think. I don't know. I'm going off of memes. I'm going off of memes counselors made. So I actually not sure if there's a poop stick or not. Yeah, I'd rather have armor than poop sticks. Double sword, super versatile. Used to be top of S when scouts were around. Like, just super versatile, all around pretty good. You thank Alec for that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm not sure if you remember, but Alec built armor.
What? How much?
Bracers.
Just bracers?
Yeah, I think it just...
I always hit him in the legs anyways.
Yeah. Legs are actually a huge weak spot. Like, minor tangent, but, like, the way I was able to kill knights is I was, like... I'll show you later, but, like, I would go with, like, the scout strategy where I'd, like, I'd bait them and then go for their thigh. Like, it's hard to defend the thighs.
Knee counts, right?
Knee counts, yeah. Although it's pretty hard to get knee perfectly.
That's true. I'm just asking just because
Yeah.
it gives you a pretty large range. For the most part.
Yeah. Anyway, continuing. Magic Dagger is what, in the current meta, Magic Dagger is what a mage should play. It's what they should play.
This is slightly predicted too, because
Yeah,
we don't have like as much armor as I think this tier list would make you think we do. But I think it's still pretty accurate.
We have quite a bit of armor. Yeah. I mean, this is why it's pre-tac. Like, that's why it's pre-tac. Like, post-tac, this tier list is going to remain identical, or it's going to be completely upset by the end of tac.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this Mana Dagger is the perfect counter to Knight. You mana ball, you fireball through the armor. You petrify the shield. Get in close, dagger. Boom, they're done. Axe Dagger, another really good Knight counter that nobody plays.
Yeah. It's lower down because nobody plays it.
Yeah, nobody plays it.
Solid, but
Yeah, it could be S tier, but nobody plays it. Mana Sword, it's often the default that mages go to.
like swords are still the most common weapon. So.
Yeah, obviously, they're swords. Polearm. The only reason Polearm works at all is because of me, and I'm a black golden card. That's the only reason. Yeah, I don't have the Godslayer in the room, but this is where I would throw up a picture of it. Axe Shield.
2 defensive weapons.
Yeah, we covered that. Double Dagger. What do you want to do with the Double Dagger? Like, the only reason people play this is as a joke. The only reason it's not an F is because people actually play it.
Yeah.
D tier, Axe, Mana Ball. Like,
Self-explanatory.
yeah, should be. And then not used are paddles. The S word short for sword. S word. The camper named it. The same camper that made the poop stick, by the way. Yeah, and then I know there's one other camper. You remember her? Yeah, she made the paddle. She's the only reason the paddle as a class exists. Let's be real here. Hellberg, nobody's made it. I think 1 or 2 people have made a successful Hellberg, but nobody really plays them. Spear, I'm so happy we don't have spears.
Stab.
Yeah. I kind of want to make like an actually good spear just for the fun of it for once.
Mm-hmm.
And fun fact, Mana Ball plus Shield is actually banned in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too broken. I think it was banned not long after Eric destroyed me in a duel using it, so I wonder if that had anything to do with it. Yeah. So, yeah. Any closing thoughts?
I want strategy to be more. I want more
Strategy. Well, I mean, that's what happens during TAC, I presume.
Yeah, I want so much strategy. I want a strategy tier list.
That's going to be so hard to make.
We need 97 strategies.
That's
by
going
the
to
end
be
of the
so
week.
hard to make. Yeah, I mean, we could also, one of these days, like as a short or something, we should also probably create like a relic tier list. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have access to all the relics. Like, we know all the relics.
You hacked it.
Yeah, no, I hacked into the Adventures in Cardboard database and stole all the relics.
We should do the
That's a joke, by the way.
Minnesota ones too.
Do you know how many relics they have?
I know, it'd be fun though.
We made that joke on the Discord server, speaking of which, Discord server might be linked in the description, I don't know.
Depends if we remember.
It depends. It all depends. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, if you're in Montana, just ask me for the Discord server link in person.
Or me.
Or Braydon.
Even though I don't exist.
Braydon. Yeah, no, he just lives in my
I'm a
basement.
figment of your imagination.
Yeah, that lives in my basement. Yeah, where were we? Oh yeah. Yeah. Relic tier list. That would be fun. Like, also, I actually do hope that new relic sees today. You know the one that I mentioned?
I don't remember what it does. I don't think you told me.
Yeah, I haven't told you. Montana has a new relic. If it's used in Tactical, I will reveal it. It's like what I'm planning to do is like each day make a short explaining the day. Yeah. Just quick short explaining the strategies, what flags were captured. See if I could get pictures of like the bases and stuff. You know. Yeah. I might drag Braydon out of my basement again to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice basement.
That is true. That is true. I mean, you've lived there for the past 17 years, so like.
Yeah. I'm 15.
Yeah, I know. I'm quite aware. Yeah. Yeah. I'll post hopefully daily, and then post Tactical coming in a week.
Merry Christmas.